Good morning. So we're going to begin in a relaxed seated position. So you can sit in Sukhasana, so cross-legged position like me. You can have your legs out long if that feels more comfortable. Or you can sit in hero's pose. So taking a seat on the heels. I like to also sit on a block just to prop my hips up. So making sure the spine's nice and tall, so reaching the crown high towards the cosmos and grounding through the sitting bones, rooting down into Mother Earth. And we'll start with taking 2 collective deep breaths. So take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, let it go. Let's do that again. Inhale, fill up through the belly, the chest, the lungs. And exhale with a sigh. And then sealing the lips. And just coming back to the natural rhythm of the breath. Just noticing the flow of air, the oxygen waking up the body from the inside out. Just waking ourselves up on this new day, this new start, this new beginning. So just observing the natural rhythm of the breath, the inhales and the exhales. And maybe you already start to notice it slow down. The cool air as it enters through the nostrils and the warm air as it leaves the body. And then I'll invite you to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And just ask yourself, how do you want to feel today? So just keeping one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Just start to sense in, just start to tune in. What do I need today? Maybe there's a word or a phrase. And we're going to use that as our intention for our practice. Perhaps it's to feel more calm, maybe more energy, maybe joyful. Just picking a word which resonates. We'll take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale, releasing. Gently bringing the hands to rest on the backs of the thighs. So we're going to begin with our pranayama practice, our breath practice of Kapalabhati, so shining skull breath. So you might like to bring your hands onto your belly. So we're going to take an active exhalation and a passive inhalation. So just demonstrate how this looks. So imagine that you're trying to blow out a candle with your nose. It's a really forceful exhalation. So making sure the shoulders are softened away from the ears. We'll take another collective breath in. You can close down the eyes. And begin the practice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Just start to check in again, just noticing how you feel, any changes in sensations in the body. Maybe you already start to feel the energy increase. Kapalabhati breath, shining skull breath or breath of fire. Helps to increase our energy. Helps to clear away any toxins. Just clears space, makes space for this new day. We're going to go for one more round of Kapalabhati. So go again for 50 repetitions. So I'll be counting. So this time you can keep the hands on the belly, or you can raise the hands above the head, whichever variation suits you. I find I like to keep my hands on my belly so that it helps me really focus on snapping my belly button back towards my spine. So again, take a deep inhale through the nose and beginning the practice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Again, bringing the hands to rest on the backs of the thighs. Just take a moment to tune in, noticing any shifts. Maybe some tingling sensation as the energy, the prana, moves through the body. Try to draw that energy inwards. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, release. Gently blinking open the eyes. I'm going to inhale to reach the arms overhead. And exhale to take a twist. So our left hand comes down to our left knee, right hand to sacrum. Using this hand for leverage, taking the gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale to deepen the twist, rooting through sitting bones. Take one more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen the twist. And next exhale, gently unravel, coming back to center. We'll take it to the opposite side. So inhale, reaching that arms up back towards the sky. And exhale, we twist over towards the left. So taking the right hand to the knee and the left hand to the sacrum. Inhale to lengthen, create space, and exhale to twist. Again, inhale, lengthening. And exhale to deepen the twist. Exhale to gently unravel, coming back to the center. Inhale to cactus the arms, lift the chest, lift the gaze, pressing the chest forward. And exhale to round. So imagine we're hugging a tree, interlacing the hands, feel that stretch across the back of the shoulders, tucking the chin towards the chest. So inhale to cactus. And exhale, we round. Hollowing through the spine, rocking back to the tailbone. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then keeping the hands interlaced, we'll bring them behind the head. And again, lift up towards the sky, adding a little bit of gentle pressure into the hands. So pressing the hands into the back of the head. Take one more breath in. A nice good morning stretch. And exhale, release. We're going to find a tabletop position. So in our tabletop position, I'm going to tent our fingertips and start to cat-cow, rolling back to our child's pose. So as we lower the belly on an inhale, shoulders might lift towards the ears, reach the tailbone up. And exhale, sending the hips back. So inhale, we lift up, think hollow through the spine. And exhale to send the hips back. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, pressing back. Feel that little stretch all the way from the tips of the fingers to the tailbone. So think of undulating through the spine. Do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to hold it in our child's pose, keeping the fingers tented, so the palms lifted. Pressing the sitting bones back. And feel the opening across the back body. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale to bring the palms down. And as we tuck our heels and come to our first downward facing dog. So start to pedal out, bending through each knee, lifting through each heel. Sending the hips up and back. Reaching the tailbone high towards the sky. Maybe you want to swivel both heels in one direction, bend through the knees, another side body stretch. Maybe take it to the other side. Just starting to wake up the body. Eventually coming to stillness. So bringing the weight into the right foot. I'm going to imagine that we're taking a slow motion walk. So like we're walking through something sweet and sticky like honey or molasses. So bringing the weight into the right foot. The left foot reaches high and out wide. And then we replace that foot and take it to the opposite side. Inhale as the foot rises. And exhale, bending through both knees. Starting to wake up our hips. An option here for a modified variation is to come to tabletop, and we can take it round with a bent knee. So inhale as the knee rises and exhale to replace. Inhale, rising. Exhale to lower. Do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time. And exhale. So coming back to our downward facing dog, if you're not already there, we'll start to tiptoe our feet behind our wrists. So come into our ragdoll pose. So you can let everything hang, release the back of the neck, maybe shake the head no, and then nod the head yes. We always end on a positive. It can be a generous bend in the knees, connect belly to thigh, and feel that release in the lower back, the backs of the legs. You can take hold of opposite elbows, just sway, grounding through the soles of our feet. And then pressing through our feet, going to slowly unravel through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. And the head lifts last, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale to release. Amazing. So setting ourselves up well. So taking a moment in our Tadasana or mountain pose. So feet are wider than hips distance apart. And really drawing into all 4 corners of the feet. So picking up all the toes and placing them down one at a time. See for this really solid connection to the earth. From the feet, imagine sucking up, zipping up through the calves, through the knees, the legs, in towards the hips. Sucking the navel in towards the spine. Chest is nice and lifted. And then softening the shoulders down. And hands can face forwards or they can face inwards, however feels best for you. And perhaps closing down the eyes. Just taking a moment to check in. And we're going to take our breath of joy, so one of my favorite pranayama practices. So we're going to take 3 sips of inhales through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. So as we do this, we're going to inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3, and then exhale through our mouth. Inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3, exhale through the mouth. Okay, so I'm going to do that for 10 rounds. So it's also known as a cup of coffee, this breath, so it really helps to bring our energy in. Perfect for morning, for just getting up, or throughout the day if we just want to change our energy, shift our energy. Breath of joy, here we go. So inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3, exhale. Inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3, exhale. We're going to go for 8 more. Inhale. That's 4. That's 3. That's 2. Last one, we're going to hold it in our forward fold. Let all the air out the body. Keeping that external retention of the breath, we'll slowly unravel through the spine, pushing through the feet, stacking the spine, bringing the hands onto the heart and the belly, just taking another moment to check in, just to notice any shifts. And now come back to the natural rhythm of the breath. Perhaps feeling a little bit more energized, perhaps a little bit more awake. And maybe you don't notice anything, and that's okay too. Coming back to intention, how do you want to feel today? Just take another deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth, releasing the hands down. And we'll meet together at the top of the mat with our feet together for our variation of a sun salutation A. So we're going to inhale to reach our hands up. Exhale to cactus the arms just as we did, sat down. So pressing the chest forward. Inhale, re-extending the arms. Exhale, forward folding. It can be a soft bend in the knees. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, look through the eyebrows. Exhale, planting our hands either side of our feet, and we step back into our high plank. Staying here for a breath. And then lowering our knees down, we're going to take 1 press up here. So inhale, prepare. Think dome through the upper shoulders. Exhale, chaturanga arms, elbows tucked into the rib cage. Pressing back through our hands as we inhale. And then lowering down, belly, chest to the earth. Inhale, baby cobra, keeping those elbows tight into the ribs. Exhale, tucking the toes, press back, downward facing dog. And we'll take 3 breaths here. So inhaling for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhaling 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. The next inhale, looking to the space at the top of the mat and stepping our feet behind our wrists. We inhale as we halfway lift, reaching the crown forward. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Pressing through the feet as we rise. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll move through that one more time. Inhale as the hands rise. Exhale, cactus the arms, press the chest forward. Little back bend here, squeeze in through the sitting bones. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, planting our hands, stepping back into our high plank. So taking our little press up here. So option to keep the knees on the earth, or maybe this round you want to try without putting the knees down. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back. Lowering through chaturanga. Or through the knees, the hips, the belly, the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, taking 3 breaths here. On an inhale, right toes rise, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee open out through the hip. So we're thinking of bringing the right foot down towards the left sitting bone. So like a juicy piece of fruit's behind our right knee. So really squeeze in behind the right knee. And start to pivot on our left toes. We're coming to our wild thing. So lowering down our right foot. Lifting the hips up, hand comes to the heart. And taking our gaze towards the top of the mat where we're going to go. We're going to step our right foot towards the top of the mat and reach our hands up. So we're coming to our warrior one. So bringing the hands back into our cactus position. Deep bend through the right foot for the right knee. Sorry. So deep bend through the right knee, lengthening through the left foot. So making sure you're set up really well. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, we're hinging forwards at the hips. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, hinging forwards. Do that 3 more times. Inhale, really squeeze through the sitting bones, press through the feet. Exhale, lower. Do that 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we press through the feet. Bring our left hand towards the back of our back thigh and reaching the right hand up. So taking like a reverse warrior. Option to lift onto the tippy toes of the right foot. Really reaching up through our right fingertips. And exhale to windmill the hands. The left hand is coming down towards the mat. Pivoting down, lower the left knee, right arm reaches up. So in our twisted low lunge, twisted Anjaneyasana. From here, we're going to press through the palm of our left hand and bring our right foot back to our side plank. So option here, we can pivot on the left knee. That's option 1. Option 2, to lift the left knee and step our right foot to meet the left. So in our side plank. From here, taking 5 hip dips. So really squeezing through the sitting bones to lower down and lift. Maybe it's just a couple of centimeters. Remember, options, we can keep the left knee grounded. So again, it's a subtle lifting and lowering. Last 2. Last 1. Bringing the hand to meet the top of the mat. And stepping back into our high plank. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lowering through yogi's choice. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Let's take a clearing breath together. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Bringing the weight into the right foot. The left toes rise, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee open out through the hips. So drawing the left toes down towards the right sitting bone. We start to pivot on the right toes. We're coming to our wild thing. Inhale as the hips rise. Hand comes to the heart. Smile on the lips. And taking our gaze towards the top of the mat where we're heading. So take a big step with our left foot towards the top of the mat and rising up to our warrior one. Hands into cactus position. Deep bend in the left knee. We take our hinges forward and backwards. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, hinging forward. So really grounding through the feet, squeeze through the sitting bones as we rise. And exhale, lower. Doing that 2 more times. Last one. This time we bring our right hand to the back of our thigh, lifting the left hand up. Maybe coming onto the ball of our left foot. Create space, really reaching up with the fingertips. Exhale, we windmill the hands, bringing the right hand down. Lower the right knee, reaching the left hand up. Feel that twist through the core. And from here, we can either pivot on the right knee and step the left foot back into our supported side plank. Or option 2, to lift the right knee and step back into our side plank. Feet can be staggered or stacked. We're taking 5 hip dips. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Hands come to the top of the mat, moving through your final vinyasa. So either taking it through chaturanga or through our knees, our hips, our belly, our chest. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one more clearing breath together. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Lowering down through our knees. Hips come back towards our heels, finding our child's pose. Option to lift the palms, come on onto the fingertips. Or maybe you want to slide the hands down, so like you've got paintbrushes on the underneath of your hands, and bringing the backs of the palms down by the feet. Allowing the shoulder blades to open. Just trying to slow everything down now. Bringing the hands back to the top of the mat. We're going to start to crab walk the hands over towards the left hand side. Right hand is going to press on top of the left palm and really push back through our sitting bones. And feel into the right side body, the right rib cage, the right armpit. And take a full breath here. With your next exhale, we come back to the center and then take it to the opposite side. So left hand's going to be placed on top of the right, really pressing back through sitting bones. Feel the stretch now in the left side body. With your next inhale, come back to center, using the hands to guide you back to a seated position. Going to roll onto the sitting bones, bring the feet forward, and slowly unravel vertebrae by vertebrae. Well done. Knees can be drawn in towards the chest, taking any little wiggles that feel good. Maybe taking the knees into circles independently, or maybe moving them together. Option to stay here in this cradle position, or you can move through happy baby, so bringing the hands onto the outside of the shins or the feet, really drawing the knees down towards the armpits. And imagine that you're pressing the feet away, pressing the wall away with your feet, so keeping the feet flexed towards the ceiling. Again, you can take gentle sways side to side or stay in stillness. Drawing the feet back together and the knees back together. We'll take our knees over towards the left-hand side, coming to our supine twist. Our right hand's going to come to our right sitting bone, so our top leg. And we're going to run it along the long bone of the leg towards the knee, and then drawing a circle overhead to open out through the chest. So we're going to do that 2 more times. So circling right hand to right hip, down the long bone of the leg, like a little self massage towards the knee, and then drawing a rainbow, opening up through the chest. And last time. Exhale as the hand comes towards the hip. It runs along the long bone of the leg. And then inhale to open. And this time we're going to stay, perhaps taking the gaze over the right shoulder. Feeling the breath spiral through the spine. And playing with the placement of the knees. So if you want to feel a twist more in the upper back, you can draw the knees closer towards the chest. If you want to feel the twist more in the hips and the lower back, drawing the feet towards the bottom of the mat. With your next inhale, we'll come back to center, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Maybe take a few more rocks side to side. And then when you're ready, allowing the knees to fall over to the right hand side. The left hand comes to our left hip, so our top leg. And we'll take those circles once more. So running the hand along the leg towards the knee. Inhale as we open out through the chest. Exhale as the hand comes down towards the hip. Inhale to open. Last round. Exhale. And inhale. This time we'll stay, maybe taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Adjusting the placement of the knees to where feels good. Your next inhale, coming back to the center, taking any last final wiggles, any last little bit of movement that you're feeling called to this morning before our final resting posture of Shavasana. So taking your variation of Shavasana, maybe taking up space on the earth, bringing the hands to rest down by the sides or hands on the body, just making your cozy nest. You can use a pillow underneath the knee creases or behind the head. Taking a collective breath in through the nose and exhale to let everything go. Feeling the weight of the body sinking down into Mother Earth. But also sense this feeling of weightlessness, as if suspended in the cosmos. We'll be staying here for 1 minute. But you can stay a little bit longer. I'll guide you out when it's time. In your own time, start to bring your awareness back to the body from wherever you've journeyed. Start to deepen the breath, inviting gentle movement into the fingers and toes. Maybe connecting the thumb to each of the tips of the fingers one at a time. And wiggling through each toes. Perhaps rolling out through the wrists, the ankles. And on an inhale, reaching the arms overhead, take a full body stretch, maybe yawn. And exhale to hug the knees in towards the chest. Send yourself love and gratitude for taking this time this morning to connect with your mind, your body and your breath. Remembering that movement is a privilege. Gently rolling onto your right hand side. And then using the left hand to press yourself up to a seated position. Keeping the eyes closed or a soft gaze. We'll join our hands together in Anjali Mudra at heart center and bow our heads to one another in gratitude for this practice. I hope you take this beautiful energy that we've created together this morning out into the rest of your day. Namaste.